what exists right now is total alienation. People are alienated from each other to the point where people are afraid to have eye contact with other people, afraid to smile at people, afraid to say good morning, good afternoon, how you doing? That is hell. You know, when you're on a planet and you cannot relate to the other people who live next to you, who live upstairs, who live downstairs, then you have no community. And if you have no community, how do you organize a community that does not exist? How do you work in a community that does not exist? So a lot of us are going to have to go back to block to block, door to door, people to people, how you doing, ways of organizing. And not just organizing the masses, the faceless masses, but organizing human beings and learning from those human beings.
Even if you're non-violent, that's fine. But understand, you can't be non-violent with violent people. I don't see anything dignifying about allowing somebody to beat you up. Martin Luther King said it best. It's better to have scars on your body than scars on your soul. Things like that will tear away at your spirit. You understand? And he went through it. He endured it. He paid the ultimate price for it. Mm-hmm. And I know when he said that, he was saying it in a way of non-violence. But the way I don't think having your dignity stripped of you, that'll tear away at your soul right there.
Yeah.
Defending your life, that's honorable.
Yeah. That don't mean you violent because you defend yourself. You
yeah.
still be non-violent.
Yeah, you're non-violent, but you don't have to be non-threatening.
Right.
You don't have to be docile. To be non-violent doesn't mean you're harmless. You don't want to be harmless.
Nah.
Because harmless people are victimized all the time. 9 times out of 10, people who do the non-violent protests move in a harmless manner with harmful people. Mm-hmm. It's just not. I don't see it as a wise way to maneuver. Right. By any means necessary is a real thing.
Yeah.
You can't just because the thing is, when they come, you don't want to go running.
That's what they want you to do.
They want you to come. They're terrorists.
They
are terrorists. Yeah. But go back, study up. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people that stood their ground. They let them people the fuck alone.
Yeah.
And these people are also cowards. Because the second that they don't get their way, who they're going to try to get the law involved. Mm-hmm. When they find out you're not harmless, they're going to try to call on the harmful people. The state-issued harm. Huh? State's violence. That's what they call them because they're cowards. And if they're not free to terrorize, they feel like the police are.
I just ran across a clip of LeVar Burton having a just casual conversation with Lawrence Fishburne and said some of the most realist stuff I've heard in God knows how long. And I'm just here to share it with you.
You know the chains I wore in Roots? I keep them over the hearth in my living room, right above my 12 Emmys. What is that about? I don't know. What is it to you? America first met me as Kunta Kinte, a young African kid who was kidnapped, tortured, refused his slave name. Then I read to their children and maintained the integrity of their favorite spaceship. Pretty soon, people began to think of me as safe. Oh, the safest. Once, I read Go the Fuck to Sleep for charity. One of my brand partners dropped me. What, you can't even say fuck? I can, but there are consequences. I said fuck. I lost money. Shit. If I showed how angry I really am, but I'm not gonna hide it. So, I keep my chains on the wall in the living room. I want my guests to know, while I am unquestionably their friend, I am also absolutely filled with rage.
Be honest for just a minute. How many of y'all can relate to that?
Islam, Shalom, Hola, Aloha, Bonjour, Osio, Assalamu Alaikum. This your brother, Zach Bay, Indigenous American Moor, coming to you live in full effect. Like, share, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell down below so you can be notified whenever I'm dropping some new content. Leave a comment, interact with me. Thank you. I really do appreciate your viewership. Let's jump into another one. Still here, still at 'em. Hey, they say the revolution will not be televised. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Since we got social media in our hand, you just never really know how it's gonna go. But I wanted to make this video, show you that I'm still here, still alive, still kicking, even though they're constantly trying to silence voices like mine, voices that are speaking the good word, revolutionary voices. It's wild. The good sister, Assata Shakur, passed away today, made her transition to the ancestors. R.I.P. It's a great loss. Ancestor Huey P. Newton said that they could kill a revolutionary, but they can't kill a revolution. Definitely believe that. Even though the U.S. government is not directly involved in her death, it's still on them. It's still on their heads. I'm still blaming them. She was on the most wanted list till the day she passed, fam. They was hunting her. They was always looking out for her. But she was resisting to the very end, keeping up the good fight. Hopefully you enjoyed the clip at the beginning, and I'm going to show one at the end to show you that we still have work to do. It's still more work to do. It's still more revolutionary work to be out here. Hopefully her spirit and her energy can give us all strength in this fight we still have to do. We have to build our community, help raise fallen humanity, talk to our neighbors, build a community. We can't be afraid of one another walking around in our neighborhoods. We actually have to have community. It's time for us to get back to how we used to be, knowing our neighbors, knowing the extended family, knowing everybody, actually speaking to one another, being kind to one another, helping one another, being able to go knock on your next neighbor's door and say, hey, do you have some sugar I can borrow? Do you have some milk I can borrow? Whatever that might be. That used to happen to us back in the day. I still remember that. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody don't got it, especially when it get hard out here, right? You don't want to turn to people, and it can't just be an emergency situation, or it might be an emergency situation, but how much easier would it be to build camaraderie if you already have rapport with somebody? You're not just reaching out to them for the first time when it is an emergency, right? Yeah, man, there's still a lot of work to be done out here. It's still a fight that must be had. They're trying to silence voices like mine, fam. Let me know how I'm doing down below. Like, share, subscribe. Oh, man. Still got a lot of work, fam. Still a lot of work to do. This is your brother Zach Bay, Indigenous American Moor. Let me know how I'm doing down below. And enjoy the clip at the end. Peace.
They're losing their country and they blaming they. We ain't sent 9 grams of fentanyl across the borders that's destroying they white kids that's overdosing on fentanyl and opioids.
That's true.
We ain't sent now motherfucking me coronavirus disease over here to cause a wipe out of sickness. Homie, but they blaming they as if the crime bothered them. Our crime do not affect white people. You know why? Because they got the prison on the stock exchange. So it ain't costing nobody no money to lock up. They making money off locking up. There go your free labor. So they complain about crime. They need this crime to keep black slaves. That's why even if we never commit a crime, before you're born in America as a black person, you're already a criminal. You know why? Because we can line up 50 black women. How many black women are having boys? They raise their hand. Okay, all black women line up over here. We go 1, 2, 3. One of y'all boys are going to prison before they're even born. Well, who's saying that? America. Because America has a booming prison industry. And they need this prison industry. Not only that, it strips these black people of the rights we once gave them because we still need slaves for free labor. So this crime don't affect us. And it don't affect white people while you're using it as talking points. How many black women having babies? 1, 2, 3. One of y'all going to prison. You know why? Because the American statistic says 1 in every 3 black males will go to prison or be on some form of community supervision in their lifetime. It don't say maybe, it don't say well, but it says 1 in 3 will go. So who makes this shit up? We can go look at black babies. 1, 2, 3. Boy, one of these nigga babies going to prison. And there's nothing nobody can do about it. Nigga, they put this in place for this race. prison was not put in place for nobody else, but specifically this race. Yeah, we'll put others in there, but the majority is for these people. These people pose the greatest threat to us because they might want retribution one day, because we ain't never been fair to them. We ain't never been fair to them. So we got to make sure they stay where they are, because our greatest fear is they get over us one day. Do you see how they do each other when they're fighting each other? Do you see some of these snippets when the 20 black guys jump on one white boy? Homie, that's their greatest fear, that it's going to be like that everywhere for them. So they make sure they put things in place years in advance, because what they said was, we must do this now for future generations may not understand. The future white people is going to be way more compassionate than these people. So they're putting things in place now that their children can't even undo because they like their slaves.